We are 4 weeks into the college football season. That's basically a quarter of the way through. We are seeing a lot of standout performances, but what we learned and what we've learned so far are two different things. Mike, I want to start with you, though, and now we're 4 weeks of the year, after week 4 here. What have we learned so far in college football?
My biggest thing that I've learned through these 4 weeks is that this quarterback class is actually pretty legit. I think there are 3 guys who will end up working their way into top 10, possibly top 5 picks. Tua Tagovailoa, I mean, pencil him in. It seems like week after week, he gets the job done there for Alabama. Another monster game for him against Southern Miss this past week. Justin Herbert hasn't quite ticked all the boxes for me yet, but that arm talent, you see it again and again this past week. Only had 2 off-target throws. 19 of 24 with 3 drop passes. Pretty absurd there. And then Joe Burrow coming out of nowhere. He's no fluke. Get to know the name if you don't know, if you haven't watched his game at this point. He is very, very legit. 4 straight games now of just dominant play. Another 90-plus passing grade. I mean, the dude's checking every box that we're looking for at the quarterback position. He's had probably 2 games that are better than any other quarterback in college football has had this season. There's too much right now for him to be a fluke. This dude is legit.
Yeah, he's not coming off the top of our Heisman rankings anytime soon, it seems. There's a big game looming for him versus Alabama. I've learned, though, 2 things here. Blue Bloods are struggling in 2019. 2 most notably, though, they both come off of losses in week 4. The Michigan Wolverines and Tennessee Volunteers both getting suboptimal quarterback play, to say the least. Jarrett Guarantano gets benched from Tennessee in their loss to Florida. They muster 3 points. But then you see Shea Patterson for Michigan also getting benched here. Dylan McCaffrey comes in, gets knocked out with a concussion. Patterson does come back in, but we've seen, again, suboptimal play from both of those guys.
Yeah, well, Michigan, I mean, coming into the year, we were kind of like, pump the brakes. Like, there was so much hype to them, but they lost so much defensively. This defensive line was decimated last year, going, in terms of guys they lost to the NFL. And yes, they always reload, but you saw it against Wisconsin, do not have the horses on that side of the ball quite now. I think it might be a rough go of it down the stretch here for Michigan.
Yeah, both quarterbacks grading below average, well below average from a clean pocket. Both of the offensive lines allowing multiple pressures in a game here. We see only 1 starter for each team has allowed just 1 or fewer pressures. That means 4 other guys are allowing multiple pressures in a game for both of these offensive lines. They struggle with defenses, a bunch of missed tackles. Need to shape it up. Those are just 2 of the Blue Bloods that are struggling here. We won't even get into FSU after they do pull out a victory in week 4. But there it is. Those are the 2 biggest things we've learned from 4 weeks of college football. For more content and more draft and college football content, go to pff.com.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.